Hey, good morning, guys. Hey, it's Greg back with you one more time, making a video about 5 monthly paying dividend stocks. So, right now you can see my portfolios in front of you. We got 67.47% invested in stocks or options. We have another 32.53% in cash. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get to the 5 monthly paying dividend stocks. So, as I click right here, boom. First one is Reality Income Corporation, right? So market close, it was $60.90. It was down 28 cents for the day, but after hours, it jumped up to $61, right? So they said a positive 10 cents. And we're gonna go ahead and look at the dividend history. Ex-dividend date was on the 1st, 2021. They have a dividend yield of 4.6%. The annual dividend is $2.81. Then they have a PE ratio of 50.33. So I like to get straight to the point. Go ahead and start looking at the dividend history, how long they've been paying, whether or not they stopped during the COVID pandemic. And as you can see, we're going right here for 2020, and they never stopped paying, right? They paid all the way through 2020. And I like to go ahead and scroll all the way back a little bit just to see how long this company's been paying, to see if they're actually a reliable source of income, right? So as we scroll down, we're in 2013, 2014, 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and now in 21. They have never stopped paying. And as of right now, we have a 23.5 cent dividend. They raised it just slightly in December, right? So as we go back up, we see the price. The price is really big. It's 61 bucks. So 23 cents a month, paying out $61 for that. Hey, it's a little too rich for my blood. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next stock. So basically, we're gonna go from the highs to the lows. Next one, CBRE, Clarion Global Real Estate Income Fund. Right now, they're at $7.10, down 5 cents, right, as of data. They're not giving any ex-dividend dates, dividend yields, annual dividend, PE ratios, so on and so forth. But we can go ahead and just take a look. They're paying out 5 cents monthly. And we do the same thing. We just scroll down, and we know 2013 on up, we haven't seen a time where they pretty much stop. And I like to really look at that 2020 because obviously the pandemic happened, so we get a clear view. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They never stop paying, and they never cut. So they have a 5 cent monthly dividend, and they only cost $7.10 at this present moment, which means that they have a 60 cent annual dividend that's coming off per share. So I don't know about you, but looking at the price right here, and if we decide to buy 100 shares at this present moment, we'll spend $710, and we'll get back about $60 annually. So it's a little bit less than 10% for the year, but it's close to it. Moving on, Prospect Capital. This is one of my favorites. I actually own about 40 shares. I need to go ahead and get to the 100 share mark. But we see right now Prospect Capital is going for $6.72. It's down 12 cents. And we're going to scroll down. PSEC dividend history. Last dividend, ex-dividend date was 1/28/21. They have a 10.53% dividend yield right now. And they're paying out 72 cents annually. And they have a 19.2 PE ratio. And as you can see, the dividend yield is 6 cents. We can scroll down and we do the same thing. We'll just stop right here at 2020, and we see that from 2020 on up to the end of 2020, we never stopped paying. They never stopped paying that 6 cents, right? So once again, I own about 40 shares. I'm getting paid about $2.40 a month. Obviously, if I owned 100 shares, it'll be about $6 a month. So when you're looking at all of that, once again, times 100 shares, $72 extra a month, which is above the current price. 10.53% yield at this present time. Now, on my 40 shares, believe it or not, I got in at about 501. So my dividend yield is a little bit higher than most people dividend yield, because the lower you get in, your yield is going to be different, right? So moving on to Orchid Island Capital Inc. Right now, current price is $5.56, and their Orchid dividend history, last payday, ex-dividend date was 1/28/2001. They have a 14.13% dividend yield. They have a current annual dividend of 0.78 annually, and their PE ratio is 185.33, right? So they're giving out 6.5. So right now they're paying out 6 cents and basically a half of a penny. And we can do the same thing like we said. From January on up, they never stop paying. And so we know, we see right here they actually did cut the dividend, because they were paying out 8 cents. They cut it down to 5 cents. And July they gave us 6 cents, and then they pushed it up to 6.5. So in August they gave us 6.5, and that's our 4th dividend stock, right? 5th dividend stock, Aberdeen Global Premier Properties Fund, and it's going for $5.51 right now. It's up 1 cent, and they're not giving us any information as of right now. But we do the same thing. We scroll down, boom, we look at it, and we see if we see any changes. There are no changes in terms of the dividend. And then we look at what's 4 times 12, 48. So basically they're giving us 48 cents for the year for 1 share, and then we match it against the $5.51. So we know that we're going to get a little bit less than 10%, because 10% would be basically $55.10, right? So we're going to get a little bit less than that. We're going to come out with $48 if we own 100 shares. So that's how I do the quick math when it comes to dividend paying stocks versus their actual dividend yield versus the actual stock price. I just do the quick math and go from there, right? So first stock, ticker symbol O. Second stock, ticker symbol IGR. Third stock, ticker symbol PSEC. Fourth stock, ticker symbol ORC. And the 5th stock, ticker symbol AWP. All right, guys, hopefully you learned a little bit from what I've put out today. You guys have a great day. Bye.